Thank you. I'd like to start today by asking you a really important question. What do you want from life? Back when the Obamas were in the White House, they often used to talk of making the world as it is and the world as it should be one and the same. And I think that's what we're all trying to do. We look at our life now, and we look at our life in the future, and then we think, how can we get there? Now, when I ask my own students what they want in the future, I think you can guess the answer. But if you keep on talking to them, you'll see other priorities emerge. Some people, they want to travel and see the world. Other people, they want to continue learning throughout their career. For some people, it's all about freedom to do what they want, how they want. And for others, it's about having a real impact on the world. But as employees, we're only half of the equation. We also need to think, what do companies need from us? Earlier this year, a survey highlighted the top 5 requests of Taiwanese employers. Companies are looking for people with leadership skills. They want people who are proactive, who don't always have to wait to be told what to do. They need people that are innovative, that can solve new problems by thinking creatively. They want people who have global vision, who are aware of what is happening outside of Taiwan. And most importantly, they need people with English skills. So how can we bring these two groups of people together? Well, that's why Taicha created ITI. For over 30 years, ITI's English courses have been helping people like you to find a better life, whilst also helping Taiwanese companies succeed all around the world. So why should you join our English courses? Well, no matter whether you choose our 1-year or our 2-year programs, they all start by building strong foundations. When you join us, you'll begin by practicing your listening and speaking skills. Every day, you'll listen to the BBC News. You'll get used to picking out specific details in different accents. And when you share your ideas, you'll be improving your pronunciation and your fluency. In reading skills, you'll be reading a new English book every week. And we'll teach you skills like skimming and scanning so that you can understand more in less time. And of course, in writing class, we'll bring together all the vocabulary and grammar that you're learning and use it to improve your self-expression. Once you have these foundations, then we can start to build on them with more practical business skills. One of the first things that you'll learn is cultural awareness. Taiwan is an amazing place, but it's a small market for businesses. That's why over 65% of Taiwan's economy is based on exporting goods and services. Now, speaking the same language as your customer is important, but it's also vital to understand how they think and how they act if you're going to be successful in business. You'll also learn other skills that you'll need in your future careers. We'll show you how to prepare for and attend international exhibitions and how to present in English. So whether you're trying to inform or persuade people, you'll have the skills and the language that you need to be successful. You'll learn how to host a meeting, how to share your ideas in group discussions. And once you can do that, will show you how to negotiate in English so you can strike a deal with foreign customers. And of course, you'll learn everyday skills useful for the office, things such as telephoning and business writing. So if you have to call a customer, you won't feel nervous about not knowing what to say. Or if you have to write an email or a report, we'll give you the vocabulary and the structures that you need to finish in half the time. These are just some of the classes that you'll study, all in small groups, all with experienced teachers, and all with individual feedback. But I'll tell you a secret. Coming to class is not enough. Let's say you spend maybe a third of your day in class, and perhaps a third of your day asleep or resting. So it's what happens in that final third that makes all the difference. And ITI has thought about that too. Firstly, we offer the English-only policy, so that from the moment you wake up, you have as many opportunities as possible to practice the skills that you're learning. The students and staff and teachers work really hard to create a positive environment where you won't be afraid of making mistakes. And when class is finished, there's always things going on. There's everything from book clubs to study groups to workshops on things like Photoshop and etiquette. There's always more to learn if you want to. And since your teachers come from all around the world, we celebrate a variety of different events throughout the year. Back in October, our students on every campus organized a Halloween party. And just this month, we've been celebrating Christmas together as well. The reason for all of these things is clear, that English is a skill. It is not about just passing a test and then never using it again. If you want to have a better life in the future, then you have to practice. And ITI gives you the opportunities to do that. So hopefully this sounds great, but does it work? Is it effective? Well, you know the answer to that. But rather than just trusting me, let me introduce you to one of my former students, Angie. Angie's from Hualien, and before she joined us, she studied Chinese literature at university, and she used to work part-time in her family business. But like a lot of people, Angie wanted more from life. She wanted not just a job, but a career. She wanted to be able to travel the world and experience life in different cultures. And like any good daughter, she wanted to make her family proud of her. So Angie did her research. She looked at doing an MBA or studying abroad, but in the end, she found that ITI was the best choice for her. In Angie's own words, ITI truly understands how to build up students step by step from 0 to 100. And no, I didn't tell her to say that. So Angie joined our 2-year program down in Taichung. And from the beginning, she really understood something very important, that success is not guaranteed. Life is not an escalator where you just step on and get everything you want with no effort. No, life is a mountain. It takes time and effort and determination to get what you want. And so that's the attitude that Angie had. She worked hard, she helped others, and she listened to feedback to keep on improving. And at the end of her 2-year course, she was able to go on internship at Dior in Sydney, Australia. This is a fantastic opportunity to put into practice everything that she had been studying. And we can see how ITI helped prepare her by looking at an average day in the office. Now, as Angie was working in the HR department, her day might start off by screening job applications. So then that's reading. That's business English. And when she makes her recommendations, that's business writing. Later in the day, she might be telephoning people and arrange sitting in on job interviews. So then that's telephoning. That's listening and speaking. That's negotiating. And before going home in the evening, she will have to give an update to her colleagues. So then that's 3 more skills. That's meetings, presentations, and cultural awareness in knowing what her colleagues expect of her. And at the end of Angie's 2-month internship, Dior was so impressed with her hard work and her positive attitude that they offered her a full-time position in their Sydney office. It's the first time Dior had ever sponsored someone's visa who wasn't a manager or a director. That's how impressed they were with Angie. And when I caught up with her recently and asked how things are going, her response was really simple: I'm living my dream. So now it's your turn. Look at your life as it is now, and look at your life as it should be in the future. Then make them one and the same by joining ITI. Thank you.